There's something we love to do in the United Kingdom. It's something so cultural and common that if you're learning English, you need to be aware of it, because you'll probably have to do it too. And that is small talk. Oh my goodness, we absolutely love small talk in the UK. We do it all the time, and if you master it, it can be a great weapon in your arsenal for sounding like a native when talking to Brits. Now, small talk is not a hard thing to do per se, but there are some common topics and unwritten rules Brits tend to follow when making it. So in this video, I will show you all there is to know about small talk, from sentences you can use to things you should absolutely avoid talking about. By the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to sound like a native when making small talk. But before we move on, I would love to hear from you. What are some topics you'd like me to cover in future videos? Maybe things you struggle with in English, or things you're curious about regarding British culture. Let me know so I can create content you're really keen to see. I have divided this video into 5 categories. Breaking the ice. This will be very useful when trying to start a conversation. The weather. We love to talk about it so much it needed a section of its own. Safe topics to talk about. Things you should absolutely avoid talking about. Small talk etiquette. Here we'll talk about physical behaviour and what you should do when making small talk. Number 1. Breaking the ice. Breaking the ice is all about getting a conversation started, and in the UK, it often happens in familiar settings. Think of your office, the local pub, or even just bumping into someone you know on the street. It's about acknowledging someone's presence and opening the door to chat, but without putting any pressure on them to have a long conversation. One of the most common phrases you'll hear is, "How's it going?" Or even more informal, "All right," or "You're right." The interesting thing about these is that they often don't require a full answer. It's more of a greeting. You might respond with, "Yeah, not too bad, you?" And that might naturally blossom into a longer conversation. But it doesn't always. The other person might just say, "Yeah, not bad," and you both move on. Here are a few other examples of phrases you can use in different situations. At work, you might say, "Morning, you all right? Got much on today?" At a cafe, you could try, "Busy in here today, isn't it?" Or, "What a queue." When bumping into a neighbour, a good one is, "Hi there, haven't seen you in a while. All well?" In the pub, a classic is, "Great vibe in here tonight, isn't it?" The key is to use a simple, open-ended question or observation that allows the other person to respond briefly if they want to, without feeling like they have to tell you their life story. Number 2, the weather. We Brits have a bit of a reputation for our obsession with the weather. And it's not a myth. It's our go-to topic for small talk because it's something we all experience. It's neutral and it's ever-changing. You can always comment on it, no matter what it's doing. The weather is a brilliant conversation starter and a great way to fill an awkward silence. It's a universal and non-controversial topic that everyone can have an opinion on. Whether it's glorious sunshine or torrential downpour, we'll find a way to talk about it. Here are a few phrases you can use depending on the weather. On a sunny day, you could say, "Can't believe this sunshine. It's glorious, isn't it?" A simpler option is, "Lovely day for it." When it's raining, a good one is, "It's absolutely chucking it down out there, isn't it?" You might also say, "Don't you just hate this rain?" On a cold day, try something like, "It's a bit miserable out there, isn't it?" Or, "It's absolutely freezing today, isn't it?" When the weather is changing, you could say, "Looks like it's clearing up, thankfully." Or, "Looks like it's going to rain later." Notice how a lot of these phrases end with "isn't it?" or "don't you?" This is a key part of British small talk. It invites agreement and makes the other person feel involved. Number 3, safe topics to talk about. While the weather is our number 1, there are other topics we consider safe for small talk. These are subjects that are generally non-controversial, relatable, and easy to chat about without getting too personal. They're great for when you want a slightly longer conversation than just a quick greeting. First up is weekends. This is a classic. It's an easy way to show interest in someone's life without being nosy. You can ask, "Got any plans for the weekend?" Or, "Did you have a good weekend?" Next, we have travel. People love talking about their holidays. It's a positive topic that can lead to interesting stories. Try asking, "Have you got any holidays planned?" Or, "Where are you off to next?" Another one is recent public events. Talking about a major sporting event or a national celebration is a good way to find common ground. For example, "Did you see the last match in the Euros?" Let's not forget television. This is a brilliant topic as it's something a lot of people engage with. You can ask, "Are you watching that new show on Netflix?" Or, "Have you seen that documentary everyone's talking about?" Finally, we have general compliments. A compliment is a great way to break the ice and make someone feel good. You can say, "That's a lovely jacket. Where'd you get it?" Or, "I love that bag. It's so nice." The key here is to keep it sincere and light. Number 4, things you should absolutely avoid talking about. Just as there are safe topics, there are also a few you should steer clear of when making small talk with a Brit. These are topics we consider too personal or potentially controversial for a casual conversation, particularly with someone you don't know well. The first one to avoid is politics. This is a big one. Unless you are in a very specific, politically focused setting, it's best to avoid it. Political views are often deeply held and can easily lead to a heated debate rather than a friendly chat. The next one to avoid is personal finances. Asking someone how much money they earn, what their rent is, or how much their house cost is considered very rude and intrusive. It's seen as a very private matter. What about in your culture? Is it the same? Let me know in the comments. The final one to avoid is overly direct or personal questions. Avoid questions that pry too much into someone's personal life, such as their marital status, age, or health. For example, "Are you married?" or "How old are you?" can make people uncomfortable. It's best to wait until you know someone better before asking such questions. The reason we avoid these topics is because we generally prefer to maintain a sense of privacy and politeness. We don't want to cause any offence or get into a difficult conversation with a stranger or acquaintance. Number 5. Small talk etiquette. Small talk isn't just about what you say, it's also about how you act. There are a few unwritten rules about body language and behaviour that are important to keep in mind. Maintain eye contact. When you're talking to someone, make sure you're looking at them. This shows you're engaged and listening. However, don't stare them out. It can be a bit intimidating. A natural, relaxed gaze is perfect. Keep a good distance. We Brits appreciate our personal space. Don't stand too close to someone you're talking to. A comfortable distance is about an arm's length away. Tone of voice. Your tone should be friendly, open, and relaxed. A light conversational tone is perfect for small talk. Active listening. This is a huge part of British conversation. We use lots of short phrases and interjections to show we're listening and engaged. These include things like, "Oh, lovely," "No way," "Bless them," "Exactly," "Of course," and "I can imagine." Using these phrases shows the person you're speaking to that you are interested in what they are saying. If you want some more ideas of things to say in response, check out this video where I share a few examples. So there you have it. You've got all the tools you need to master the art of small talk in the UK. Remember, it's not about having a deep, meaningful conversation every time. It's about showing you're friendly, polite, and comfortable in social situations. The next time you're in the UK, go on, give it a go. You'll be chatting like a local in no time. Don't forget to let me know in the comments some topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. If you want some more practical tips and real-life English expressions delivered straight to your inbox, don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter. The link is in the description. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram for some quick tips. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. See you next time!